I started it. Hello.
Hello.
Mic check. Mic check. I hope it's working all right. How's it going, chat? How are you all doing? I hope you all are having a wonderful. What day is it today? It's quarantine. I don't know what day it is anymore. It's a Thursday,
It's
right?
like, yeah, Thursday.
Hi, happy Thursday. Oh my God, is that your dog?
Yep, that is my
Cute.
dog. I didn't think you were gonna hear
Don't
him.
worry, it's fine. We love dogs. So hello everyone. My name is Andrew and welcome to Game Dev's Chatterbox. This is a small series where I chat to some really amazing game devs that are out there and find out more about what it takes to become better and become one, just in general, I guess. Today's guest is Zyger, aka, wait, let's see the camera. Gabi.
Hello.
uh, she's a young game developer and a programmer currently working on her game called Awoken, and she creates Devlog series encapsulating the entire process of it. She has an amazing YouTube community that supports her work, recently reaching 5,000 subscribers, and this is probably thanks to her amazing charisma, talent, and engagement. So, hi Zyger, how's it going?
Hi. First of all, I'm flattered with everything that you said. It's going very very good, I think. Well, it's going.
Cool.
The day's going all right, so
I'm very glad.
pretty good. Yeah.
So, tell us a bit about your personal life and how you got started in the game dev journey.
Okay, so I guess like with personal life, so I moved here when I was about like 9 or 10. I moved to UK when I was like 9 or 10 from Poland. And obviously I attended like secondary school here, which is like high school equivalent in America, I guess.
Right, high school, yeah.
And from like a very young age, I really liked computer class, or back then we called it ICT, well, information
Oh
technology.
my God, I did that as well.
So I really enjoyed it. Year 7, which is like the first year, didn't do much anything. In year 8, we started to learn like Java and HTML, I think. So I was really enjoying that. And because I was really enjoying the subject, because we only had it like I think twice a week or something, or yeah, twice a week or something. So I started doing a bunch of like programming by myself at home, which was really cool, and that's sort of what got me into programming in general. Because I used to like not just make games, I used to kind of like make some programs here and there, like a I don't know, like a translator thing I made once, a calculator, and a bunch of stuff like that. So that sort of got me into programming. And then I started making small little games like tic tac toe and stuff like that. And yeah. And then I went into like, what's it called? A game development course, which is like further in secondary school. So I
Wait, we
did
had
that.
that during that time? We had those type of things?
Yeah. I mean,
Amazing.
I had a, like, there was two different subjects. So you had computer science and also a game development course. So I actually took both of them to see like what they both were like. And the game development course was got me into like Game Maker, which is what I was using for my game at Awoken. And basically, um, I didn't learn that much at school because our teacher, like, she wasn't the best. She didn't have any like knowledge in
Mm.
IT sort of thing or game development. So I had to sort of learn by myself at home to actually pass the course. So that got me into like game development. And then in addition with that, the computer science course got me into like more technical side of things. So I guess that's what sort of got me into game dev.
So I guess you really like the technical side of game development, the more
Yeah.
programming heavy part.
Mhm.
That's
I
great.
mean, like, I like. I mean, I used to draw quite a bit, and I still do some of my assets by myself. But I'm slowly sort of moving away from that because I'm enjoying like the more technical side of things, and I'm not that great at like creating art, I guess, compared to like a lot of people. So
I guess you'll just kind of end up more like a jack of all trades because you'll be able to draw and then you'll also be able to create wonderful softwares as well. I bet during that young age when you first made your software, it must have been a great feeling of thrill when you first managed to make a software work, right?
yeah, I mean, it definitely was, especially because like I was like struggling at the beginning, not knowing what to do. I was
Mm.
like, oh, this is too complicated. Let me just stop doing this. I don't want to do this anymore. And then like when I made a simple thing work, like even pressing a button and it displaying some text, I was like, oh, I can actually do something. And then I just sort of started like continuing to do more. And especially the fact that like a lot of my friends were doing it as well, and they like what's it called? They were like really happy for me and for themselves about this whole situation. So I guess I had motivation all around me, which
That's
was pretty
wonderful.
cool.
That's great. Well, onto another question that's more different to game dev, or not that far, but yeah. When did you start YouTube, and how has it been for you so far?
Okay, so this is actually quite interesting because my YouTube channel was like made in 2017, but
2017.
I didn't really upload game dev stuff on it at all. I just sort of did like I mean I did quite a like variety of content. I played like Minecraft because I think everyone goes through that as
Oh
well.
yeah, I did that as well.
I mean I did it way before 2017 as well, but that's on this
Oh,
channel I
you were
guess.
the cool before the uncool was a thing. Nice.
And then I did like kind of art related stuff I guess. And then like 5 months ago I got into well, I was always into game dev, but I just sort of wanted
Mm,
to share my game online, I guess. And that's when I like first released my Awoken #1 like video whatnot, which was a short video, which actually did really good for me. It got like I think 20 or 30 views in like the first day, which for me now is like 20, 30 views, but like back then it's
it
still
was a
like
big
20,
thing.
30
Yeah.
people watching my video whatnot. And so far it's actually been amazing. I think the community of game dev itself is just such a nice sort of warm community, definitely compared to like others, because I feel like you have the Minecraft community where you've got loads of nice people obviously, but it's like very competitive like between them in terms of like, because Minecraft's a really big popular thing, so it's like
Mm-hmm.
competitive whether you do well or not. But I think like compared to other communities online, game dev is just such a nice supporting community because everyone just wants everyone to feel nice, and yeah,
Yeah,
kind of.
it's a very cooperative environment. I think
Hmm.
compared to other industries where it's very like competitive, it's
Yeah,
game dev is very cooperative, and I think that's one of the most wonderful things about this community that we're in.
yeah,
Um,
and
yeah,
I'm just
sorry.
really thankful for. Yeah, sorry, I'm just like really thankful for everyone because the support I've been getting is amazing.
You hear that, guys?
Mhm.
So I believe that you're doing school at the moment as well. And what tips would you give to other game devs out there that are currently doing school as well?
Um, so I think this genuinely depends person to person, but obviously now I've got more time because of quarantine and everything. But like when I was
Mm,
doing school, I would maybe like it was hard for me at first to sort of balance the game dev work and school work because you get set a lot at work at school, sorry, and then
yeah,
you also want to develop your own game, and especially because I was like in my final year of secondary school,
which
um,
is very
and going
important.
on to uni, which is very important because that's when you take your last exam. So obviously, if I was in the previous years, I could probably work more on my games and stuff. But it's the tips that I would give you is trying to find a balance between schoolwork and your own work.
Mm,
I think making a plan or like a kind of schedule would be quite good because it makes sure that you're on track. Because a lot of the time, for example, I'll finish school, I'll get home, and I should get working on my game or whatnot, but I'll just do other things as such. But
I
it
see.
obviously just depends person to person, like whatever year you're in and how much work you get set. But weekends are when you can do a lot of work, I guess, on your game.
I see. That's great. I definitely can resonate with the idea of keeping a schedule because before the
Hmm.
whole quarantine started, my timetable would always be full, and I always found that that was very helpful for me because I had to make sure that I wanted to do everything I wanted to do during that time frame. And yeah, yeah, that's very cool. Um, what is your favorite project at the moment that you're working on that you can talk
Um,
about?
okay. Um, I think Project Jude, which is my newest game that I'm making. Also, I'm changing the name, like, okay,
Ooh,
because there was so many like I had an issue with so like the translations of it into different languages,
really?
so I'm changing the name. Yeah, like apparently it meant something else in German and stuff. So I think I'm gonna keep the name of the player as Jude because that's the sort of name, and I mean it's a name in English and in like America and whatnot. But I'm gonna change the name of the game in general. Anyway, I'm sort of going off topic.
That's fine. No, it's not. It's on the topic. It's your favorite
Um,
project.
it's my favorite project because it's something that I haven't really done. It's a 3D game, and I've made
Hmm.
3D games before, but not to the scale, I guess. And especially the fact that I'm planning on releasing this game in a shorter amount of time than my Awoken game. Because, for example, Awoken is going to take me quite a while till it gets like released and whatnot. This I'm sort of planning on releasing maybe in like 3 months or maybe a bit more. So trying to really work on that a lot.
I
That's
see.
why I've sort of became my favorite project. Also, like the fact that everyone's supporting me about this project as well, kind of helped me sort of get motivated about it. because
Yeah.
and it's just like I really like the idea that I'm having, and everything's going maybe not smoothly would be the word, because I've had a lot of like issues with the game before, and
It's your first
but
3D
it's
game, so
yeah, but it's exciting.
that's great.
So
I think that game. Well, I wanted to say Jude, but it's not the game anymore. It has a different name. I think it does have a lot of potential as well because it at the moment when you first started it, it felt like it was just slowly growing into. It could grow into anything if that makes sense, and now it's slowly. I think based on me just watching your videos, I can see that it's slowly heading towards a direction rather than cluelessly wandering around. If that makes sense.
yeah, I mean, I'm
Yeah.
still kind of like deciding on like what exactly I want to do with it. I've got an
Yeah.
idea in mind, it's sort of being developed constantly, but
Hmm.
I can definitely see the progress since like the first episode, and now it's big, I think.
I see. Is there a habit that you think contributed to your success so far?
Um, I mean, I think there's a few little habits here and there that have definitely helped out. I think one thing that I've sort of kind of developed, I guess, in terms of a habit, is the fact that I want to like get working on things. It's the fact that I've been able to sort of, I guess, not discipline myself because that doesn't happen all the time or keep to a schedule,
Mm-hmm.
but because I want to, I sort of try and keep to that like me having to release a video then and then that kind of the habit of having to produce content regularly got me like helped me out in game dev because it's making me work on my game more often, I guess. So that's a habit, I guess. I don't know, would you class that as a habit?
Yeah,
Or
I
not
would
really?
because I do the same with my game as well. I always feel like okay, every Sunday, better a devlog better come out. Back when I was still doing consistent game dev, but it did like push me to always pump out content because I had next week I need to show something happening changes that happens in my game. So
Hmm.
therefore I have to work on this. Yeah,
Yeah.
that is a great tip. So consistent work and make sure you're not only consistent but you're also very um, the quality of your content that you're or whatever you're producing is at the best quality you can at the moment.
Yeah.
I guess you can put it
I
that way.
mean, even if you're not doing YouTube, because I mean, I said releasing videos is important
Yeah,
for me.
yeah,
But even if you're not doing YouTube, like maybe just making like you can write in a notepad or like on your computer or whatever, or just making little like clips or here like because you can make a devlog and not upload it. You don't have to edit it or anything, but that would like making little notes on what you have to do would kind of help you out, kind of making sure that you just keep up and
totally.
like giving yourself like a what's it called, like a bit of a challenge of saying, okay, I need to complete this by the end of the week. That will
Mm.
sort of I guess keep you going,
Yeah, I
hopefully.
totally agree. I do that as well. So I hope everyone else is doing it as well. Like I heard this somewhere on YouTube as well. Someone on YouTube, a game dev YouTuber. I don't remember who, but yeah, watched to just say like devlogs help you do consistent work and always improve. So yeah. Um, what is the best piece of advice you've ever got from someone? It can be game dev related. It can be non-game dev related. Anything you want.
This is difficult because I've gotten some good advice. So, I think I'll just go. I've got two pieces of advice. I think they're sort of merged together. It's sort of like someone saying, no matter like, it's basically saying that no matter what anyone says, as long as you're enjoying it, you'll be fine. Even if someone says that what you're doing is not great, or like, for example, say you're making a game for this example, or
Mm,
you're drawing or whatever, and someone says what you're making is bad. If you're enjoying the process, keep going at it because you don't really need they're pushing you down about it and everything. But if you're enjoying it, then that's really what matters. The fact that you're enjoying it and you're doing it, that's a really big piece of advice that I think I've taken. Like, even if people don't enjoy what I'm doing, as long as I'm having fun, that's really kind of what matters.
that's
Because
true.
obviously, I want to please everyone as much as I can, but it's impossible for everyone to be happy. So, as long as you're enjoying what you're doing, just sort of keep going at it. And yeah, the second advice kind of ties into it about the fact of just like not giving up and just keep doing what you're doing,
I
basically.
see. Yeah, I totally agree. Like with me at least, my game dev journey so far, if I may get a bit more personal, um,
Mm-hmm.
I come from a very strict old school family background where they don't perceive games as something really good. And because of
Mhm.
that, it has been pretty hard as well, to pursue what you want to do. And for me, that being said, it's game development and becoming a game designer, a really good game designer. And but I know that I learned from people who I inspire to or aspire to, that tells me literally what you just said. Like, as long as you're happy, you should keep on doing what you want to do for the rest of your life that makes you happy, rather than something that does not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely important to have a mindset like that with anything, not just game
With
dev. Just
anything,
like,
yeah.
just live your life in a happy way, and it doesn't matter. Like, I mean, opinions obviously can matter, but just as long as you're enjoying what you're doing, just keep doing it. In all honesty.
Yeah, yeah. Now on to the next question. What is the biggest mistake that you have ever made and that taught you a great lesson?
Oh, this is hard. I've made many mistakes in my life, and trying to narrow it down to one mistake is going to be an issue. Are we talking like life in general or game dev related
I
stuff?
guess game dev related, because it
Okay.
is a game dev's chatterbox.
Um, this is more of just like a kind of technical issue. Make sure you back up your games. Very important. I have never like properly backed up my games in all honesty, so I only had one file and all of that. And when you lose something or like when something happens and you can't go back, it's the biggest like thing that's going to bite you because imagine spending hours on something working on it and then it just gets deleted and whatnot. It's
Oh no.
not great. So I just have started to sort of create backups of my work, I guess, every so often, which
I see.
is my mistake in all honesty because I've sort of didn't back up my game or anything. But yeah, I've made many mistakes before as well, so this is just one example of me like just acting stupid, I guess, of not doing this and that.
I've done the same as well, so don't worry. I think everybody goes through. You have to learn it the hard way
Yeah.
sometimes, because you can remember the pain. It's like, remember that one time. Remember that. Yeah, don't do it
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, like, I think another one is listen to like I should have listened to my gut multiple times. Like,
Mm.
for example, I wanted to do something and then someone else told me, "Oh no, don't do it," or like somewhere in my mind something said, "Oh, don't do it." If I went with it, I think I would have ended up with like a lot better. I think, and this
Mm.
goes for like anything real life as well. But so many times I thought, "Oh, I really want to add this to my game," or "I really want to do this for this video," whatnot, and I didn't do it, and that's kind of came back to bite me because I was like, "Oh, it would have been so cool if I added this or not."
Yeah,
So,
you don't want to end up questioning. You want to end up having the results, because at least by the end there, you'll be like, at least I did. At least I
mhm,
tried.
yeah,
And I think that's what's important. So then again, that's also about life, I guess, in a way, because it's
yeah.
like game dev is like life, guys.
Game dev is life.
Game dev is life. Okay, on to like the last question. If you had to start from zero again, what would be the first few things you do that you would want to do, that you should
Okay,
do?
okay. Are we talking from zero, like from zero from YouTube zero, or like
Uh,
game dev zero?
Popularity. Well, I would say from you would still have the knowledge that you've
Okay,
acquired, but you don't. In terms of networking and all that, you would start from zero. What would you do if you just like you've learned all these things, but you want to get started with game dev? What would be the first few steps you take?
okay. So we talking about game dev on YouTube, yeah? Just to make
Yeah,
sure.
sure, on YouTube.
Okay. So if I was to start from zero on YouTube, I would first of all try and work on my game as much as possible and create good quality content in it. Because so many times I made videos which aren't the best quality. I think putting in as much time as you can will result in the best result. And
Mm,
yes, sometimes a video might not do as well, even though you spend like a really long time on it. But it just kind of makes you feel better because of the time that you've spent on it.
yeah,
Also, sort of like making sure that you do good quality content that you enjoy. And starting from zero is like stay motivated because I get like many people asking me, "Oh, how did you like I've got a YouTube channel, I'm only getting 10 views and I'm putting so much effort into it." Issue with this is like people complaining that they're not growing, or like being sad that they're not growing. And that happens to everyone, I think. Looking at others, you're like, oh, I wish I was this person. I
Grass is
wish I
always
was doing
greener.
this. Yeah, but it's just the fact, stay motivated with what you're doing, because if you keep putting out good quality work and you put as much time as you can, you will eventually grow. And like, it will depend on like however long that takes. It depends from person to person. It might take, a couple days, it might take a month, or it might take even like a couple years. It really just depends. But as long as you're enjoying what you're doing,
That shouldn't
keep
matter,
doing
right?
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it shouldn't matter anyway. And it's just about staying motivated. So if I were to start from zero again, I would make sure to produce good quality content constantly, stay motivated, and work on what I enjoy, in all honesty, because that's really important.
Man, Zyger, those were some very inspiring words, actually, and I can definitely resonate with that. Tell us how we can connect with you, and is there any last piece of guidance or advice you want to give to the game devs that are out there?
Well, I'm basically, you can connect with me anywhere. I've got a Discord server. I've got my YouTube channel, which is Zyger. I've got an Instagram. If you can check all of that out on my channel, because it's just linked there.
I've linked her
But
channel down below, guys, by the way.
because if you go into any of my videos, at the top will have all my socials there and stuff, so you can go on that. But basically, it's just Zyger and everything, apart from like, actually, never mind, it's not even Zyger and everything anymore. But yeah, you can just, I'm on Twitter, Instagram, Discord, YouTube, whatever. Really, any last advice or guidance? I mean, I think I've already tried to give as much as I
Yeah,
can.
you did.
Just stay motivated and do what you enjoy. In all honesty, have fun.
Have fun.
Life is
Remember
short,
why you're doing it. That's
Yeah.
for sure. Remember what's the real reason why you're doing it.
Definitely.
And yeah, thank you guys so much. Now it's the time for Q&A. So if you guys have any questions, anything, shoot them right away, and we'll try our best. And if not, we'll end our stream.
That sounds in chat as well.
That sounds like like threatening. If you don't, we will end it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna scroll up in chat, see if there was anything here.
Okay. Let's see. Milky Pants and all the others are here, I think. Yeah.
We're gonna have to wait a bit because I think that's the usual like YouTube stream delay.
Yeah. Tabs or spaces? Thinking emoji. I'm sorry. Do you like carrots?
Do I like carrots? Yeah, I think I like carrots. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I don't know. I'm like questioning myself. Do I like carrots? I don't know.
Well, it depends. Are they stir fried? Are they raw? Are they boiled? Like, you have to be more specific.
I mean, I like carrots either way, I think.
Oh, really?
I don't like carrot juice.
Carrot juice is bad.
It.
Yeah, no.
Can't stand it. Also, for the tabs and spaces, are we on about in like programming, right? Whether you tab or space.
Yeah, probably.
Or, like, I mean, I know it's bad, but like if I'm doing a long like break between them, I will press tab, but spaces most of the time because I can't be asked to lean over to the tab.
Space as well.
It's not a good thing apparently. I think there's a lot of people who hate people who use spaces.
Mikey Pants. Like... Oh, sorry.
Sorry. No.
No. You were saying something. I interrupted you.
No, I was just saying the fact that I use space, which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Yeah. I don't know either, to be honest. Mikey Pants said, when did you start developing and how was it? We said that, I think, at the beginning.
Yeah.
Just a short answer, I guess.
I've been like game developing for 5 years now.
5 years, guys. So that's a long time. That's a long time. Yeah. Tip of the iceberg.
And it was fun. It's constantly fun. It's something new. So.
Giacomo said, "What are your favorite games?"
Oh, okay. See, I'm a really bad person because I'll have a favorite game one day and then I'll change it a week later or whatnot, which is not great. If we're talking about, yeah, I mean, this is really bad because I don't like the game as much. It's just I've just been addicted to it. For my whole life, I've been playing League of Legends, which
oh my god,
I've been playing it for so long and I've wasted so many hours on the game. and it's just I think I found it most enjoyable because I just played it with friends. But
I mean, it's a great game and it's known to be one of the greatest games in the world. So, you know, I don't think there's anything to feel bad about that you've spent so much time in that because it's worth it if you're having a
I
good
mean,
time. Did you
yeah,
have a good time at least?
yeah, most of the time. Sometimes you have a bad game or whatnot.
Yeah.
But to be fair, recently I've been playing a lot of Animal Crossing.
Oh my God, yes. Do you want to be friends on Animal Crossing?
Yeah,
What's
definitely.
your fruit? Sorry, guys,
Oh, I've
that's my
got
question.
See, I thought mine's really basic because I got apples.
No, apples is not that basic actually. Apples is great. I have pears. Pears are not that great. All my friends have pears.
Do they?
I mean, all my friends does, and I was like,
Yeah. I
great.
mean, I thought
Yeah,
apples were basic because apples on a tree, quite kind of
yeah, yeah,
that.
yeah. Do you have a notepad open? I'm not doing a YouTube tutorial, so no. You know those on YouTube where you're like open it and it's just no mic whatsoever, and someone's like typing, "Hey guys, welcome to this tutorial. Today I will tell you how to hack Club Penguin free coins." You know.
I used to watch a lot of that. I'm not gonna
Me
lie.
too.
When I was the Club Penguin, I was like, how to get all these secret stuff. Never worked half those tutorials,
I
but
know, bunch of scams just taking my watch time. How
yeah.
rude. What kind of game would be your dream game to make? Genre, style, goal, etc. Dual welded say. Hello, brother, by the way.
I mean, I always wanted to make like a kind of card game. I don't know why. I've always wanted
Card
to make
game.
some sort of card game because I've never made one before.
You know
I think
what's
that
great
would be
about card
interesting.
games? You can experiment them by just having some pen and paper.
Yeah,
And then add super nice visuals and particle effects thanks to
yeah,
Unity and make it super nice.
yeah. I agree. What about you though?
Yeah. For
Favorite
me,
like yeah.
what game would I love to make? Probably, well, my favorite game that it's not something that I want to play all the time, but something that's deep in my heart, and I think in many game developers' heart, is Journey by that game company.
Yeah, I know.
That's a wonderful game in terms of design because it speaks a story without words. I'd like to be able to make something like that if I'm ever good enough. Hopefully in the future. But yeah, that's what I would
Yeah,
love to
you'd
make.
definitely be good enough for that.
Thanks. Hopefully. Are you going to study game dev in the university slash college? Said
Um,
wannabe
yeah,
Manisha.
I mean, I'm doing like computer science with some game dev in it. So yeah, I am
I see.
more technical though. So
Yeah, technical. I think we talked about that before off stream as well.
hmm
Yeah, yeah. It's good. Um, let's see. Yannick. Ooh, Yannick is here. Do you think identical twins sometimes mistake each other? Hmm.
That's a very interesting question.
I think they would be willing to mistake each other if they need like an escape. But like, oh, that wasn't me. That was my sister
Yeah,
or brother. I think that makes more sense, you
yeah,
know.
that definitely makes more sense.
But great question nonetheless. Very unique, Yannick. Imagine having to press a key multiple times to get some distance going. This post was made by Tab Gang. Tab Gang. Okay, great. Tab Gang is
But like,
roasting on us because we're a space gang.
think about it though. You only get to press space once, or like maybe twice. You keep having
Exactly.
to press space, you get the nice sound effect of your key. Well, the nice sound of your keyboard. So yeah, see, more satisfaction.
Yeah. Would you put game dev or YouTube at the top of your CV?
Um, this is an interesting question.
It's a very interesting question. It's actually a really good question.
Yeah,
Catface. Great name, by
I
the
mean,
way.
I would definitely put my all my like work experience stuff and all my previous jobs. I think I don't know if I would though. I would maybe not in my like not at the top. At the top, I would probably put like all my like
Your
what's it?
games probably makes more sense
Yeah,
than your YouTube.
yeah,
But game
mm,
stuff would make more sense. Your actual
yeah.
games.
Yeah. And then at the bottom, if you're talking or like in a section where you're talking about yourself, you can just say that I've been developing it on YouTube and whatnot, but like
Yeah.
include a sort of way of why is that good, and you can just include that I've been able to discipline myself or something with it because of it or something.
Yeah, fair enough. I think it all depends. Like with CVs, for example, if you want to, depends on the job that you're applying, you need to cater it to the specific job. So
Yeah,
that's what's more
definitely.
important, I would say.
Hmm.
Unity particle system, yes. Let's see. Is there other any questions? Is there another tech tool you are interested in learning? So I guess that would be VR or AR, augmented reality.
Yeah, I've never done anything in VR. I don't even
Me
own
neither.
a VR system. Too expensive for me. Don't have enough money for that. But there is a program that I've been wanting to try, Unreal, for a really long time now.
I think
It's
it's a great
just,
time. Have you heard about the polygons and the triangles? Have you heard
I
about the
mean,
triangles?
they're coming out with Unreal 5, right? I think they
Yeah,
are.
have you heard about the
Yeah.
triangles?
No, I haven't actually watched anything
Do you know
about
how
it
many
yet.
triangles are in? Like, I think people said 1 billion triangles in a scene or something like that.
Okay.
So it's because it looks super real because they use like this camera photo thing. I forgot what's it's called. I can't think of it. But like, yeah, that's apparently it's like super real. And it's like, you know how Unity was like, oh, hold my beer. We have great graphics too, Unreal. And now Unreal is like kind of back, be like, oh, but have you seen this? You know?
Yeah. But I've always been discouraged by Unreal, because the interface. I didn't like the
I
interface. It
know.
was too complicated for me.
I also like, I'm sorry, guys, anybody who might get offended. I dislike the orange and dark gray color tone for the
Yeah,
interface.
same.
But that's personal preference. So, you know. Uh, Wait, let's see if there are any other questions that's targeted to us because I see people talk about orange juice and milk because I think
Yeah.
Danny has infiltrated the chat. Mechanical keyboards are the best. I agree with you, Yannick. Would you call yourself as a leader? If not, how come? Pride the weeb.
I
Anime for
would
the
not
win.
call
Sorry.
myself a leader.
Would you not?
No, because I feel like I've done like, okay, I can't speak. During like school, I did like scouts and like cadets, air cadets and stuff. And I'd have a strong opinion, but I can't lead in any situation, I don't think. Well, I kind of can, but I don't want to have the pressure of having to
You
lead
don't
something.
enjoy it.
No, I've
I
never
see.
really been a leader as much.
I see. Fair
What
enough.
about you?
I do a lot of like in my team for my game, for example. uh, I would say that I I am kind of the leader, but not because I would be like minions do this. It would be more like because everybody don't really talk with each other, and I'm kind of like, guys, come on, speak up, come on, tell me what you think, tell me what you think, and I think because of that energy, um, our team kind of more like I always have a say in it because I
Yeah.
link everybody else to it. But yeah, they're practicing social distancing even when there's no social distancing required. I'm joking. But yeah, it's most of the time it's that because of that, and also in university. When I was in university, I was the coordinator in most of the projects that I attended to. So, and I think it was kind of forced. I was forced into it because nobody else wanted to do it. But slowly and slowly, I got used to it and started enjoying it a lot. I really
Fair.
enjoy seeing something work and see how everybody, being the person who's able to link the problem to a solution through other people. Like if someone's having something, I know exactly someone else who knows something, and then like link them in a way.
Yeah.
And I really enjoy doing that. That's, yeah. Let's see what else. I would look for, find you. I just finished the rest of your game. Really awesome. I would love to have more levels. Tantan released the game? What? Okay. Non-sponsored sponsor. Tantan released his game. We should check it out. What are your opinions on Unreal Engine 5? It's baking. I really like the baking, especially the cookies. Yeah, it's great. Sorry, that was a dad joke. Wash your hands, boys. I hear milk does the job. Okay. I took the keycaps of my mechanical keyboard to find out its membrane. Biology. No kidding. Can you check spicy memes after the stream? Okay, I will check spicy memes. Thank you. It's my Discord. We have a spicy memes part. I'm sure you have one as well. You have a memes one as well.
Yeah, I've got a memes one.
But I think that's all for the questions for now. If there's, I think we might end it here. I think it's pretty good. We've answered quite some questions.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody had a say in it. I hope you all enjoyed it. I do this. I try to do this every Thursday if there are people joining, and hopefully I'll bring out more people into the future that are not necessarily on YouTube, that are actually just maybe game devs or even from AAA industries and stuff. I've got some connections behind, so surely that will be pretty interesting in the future. Thank you so much, Zyger, for tuning in and for joining us on this great session.
Thank you for inviting me, and thank you everyone for joining. Make sure you subscribe to this guy. He's really, really awesome.
Thanks. And make sure to subscribe to Zyger as well. Keeping up. I'm sure I look forward to. Personally, I look more forward to Awoken because I like pixel art a lot, and the game looks sick. It looks great, so I really want to play that. And I look forward to see what Jude or future to be named game is gonna look like, because it definitely has a lot of potential as well. But yeah, that's it for this week's Chatterbox. Thank you guys so much for joining again. I wish you all a wonderful evening or day or whatever time zone you guys are in. And with that being said, goodbye.
Bye. Alright. Yeah, yeah, that was fine. I thought it was gonna be like, it was a lot less stressful than I thought. So it'd be a lot worse if we were talking about something that we didn't enjoy or something. That would be awful, God. Yeah.